Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Warning: this article contains spoilers for Daredevil. Born Again Season 1 showrunner Dario Scardapane reveals whether Daredevil Born Again opens the door for a Spider-Man appearance in Season 2 of the MCU show. Daredevil Born Again Season 1 ended with a dark cliffhanger that places the odds against Daredevil and every New York vigilante. Matt Murdock assembles a small army of insurgents at the end of Daredevil Born Again Season 1, but none of them are known Marvel heroes. In Daredevil Born Again Season 2, street-level heroes like the Defenders might help Daredevil take down Wilson Fisk. Still, the biggest question surrounding this topic is whether or not Spider-Man will team up with Daredevil in the near future. In an interview with EW, Daredevil Born Again showrunner Dario Scardapane addresses the possibility of having Tom Holland's Spider-Man appear in Season 2 of Matt Murdock's MCU show. When asked if the Daredevil Born Again score really hinted at Spider-Man in the Season 1 finale, Scardapane answers that he was taken by surprise by the rumors. Scardapane also confirms he doesn't know what's in store for that particular character. Read Scardapane's full answer below. I don't really know. That's the best way of putting that. Marvel doesn't always share their plans with me. So that theme being part of our story took me a little bit by surprise when I saw the posts on it. And how can I answer this question? Honestly, I don't know what's in store with that particular character. Dario Scardapane also answers whether adding Tom Holland's Spider-Man to Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is as easy as adding Charlie Cox of Matt Murdock to Spider-Man No Way Home. Scardapane says the Daredevil Born Again team focuses exclusively on Matt Murdock's side of New York City, and he suggests that only people on High or people on other shows may propose the idea of creating a crossover. According to Scardapane, no one has put forward the idea of having Spider-Man be part of Daredevil Born Again's story. It's funny though, because this is part of working in something as large as the MCU. We have our little corner that is Hell's Kitchen and is kind of downtown from Avengers Tower. We kind of stay in our neighborhood until somebody says, "Hey, what about?" When people on High or people on other shows or people in other movies are interested in our world, we'll get a like, "What do you think of?" And I haven't gotten any of that on Spider-Man yet. What the Daredevil Born Again showrunner's Spider-Man comments mean. Daredevil Born Again leaves the door ambiguously open for Spider-Man. Dario Scardapane's comments suggest Daredevil Born Again has no references or setups to Spider-Man whatsoever. By not addressing Spider-Man in any way, Daredevil Born Again Season 1 avoids offering unrealistic expectations or false promises. Sony's legal ownership of Spider-Man's live-action adaptation rights forbid Marvel Studios from using the character in MCU shows, meaning that the decision to add Spider-Man to Daredevil's story is not up to showrunner Dario Scardapane, directors Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, or even Kevin Feige himself. Marvel Studios and Sony's collaboration has already attained incredibly achievements that seemed impossible just a decade ago. Spider-Man's minor role in Captain America Civil War broke barriers for the Wall-Crawler's cinematic history, and Spider-Man No Way Home brought together no less than all three of Sony's Spider-Man movie franchises within the MCU, plus the addition of Charlie Cox's Daredevil in the same movie after the cancellation of Netflix's Daredevil. Surely, Spider-Man's appearance in a live-action MCU show is technically possible, but no one behind the camera will promise such a tall task will be solved anytime soon. Our take on the Daredevil Born Again showrunner's Spider-Man comments. Spider-Man deserves to participate in Daredevil Born Again's conflict. Many of the MCU's street-level heroes are likely to help Daredevil in Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, or at least react to the aftermath of Mayor Fisk's war against vigilantes. Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 could feature a massive team-up where all of New York's heroes and vigilantes join forces to oppose Fisk, but Spider-Man's absence would be difficult to ignore. If Marvel and Sony don't collaborate to give Spider-Man a small cameo in Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, then at least Daredevil could team up with Spider-Man in the MCU's upcoming Spider-Man.
The Marvel Cinematic
Universe continues to expand and intertwine its myriad characters into its sprawling narrative. The excitement surrounding Daredevil, Born Again has grown exponentially amongst fans. With the anticipation of Season 2, a key question has surfaced. Will Spider-Man make an appearance in this gritty reimagining of Matt Murdock's story? Recently, the showrunner addressed this burning inquiry, providing insights that have ignited speculations and fueled the imaginations of comic book aficionados. The MCU's interconnected universe, to understand the potential for Spider-Man's appearance in Daredevil, Born Again, it's essential to examine the broader context of the MCU. Historically, superheroes like Daredevil and Spider-Man have had intricate connections in the comic book universe, sharing alliances, rivalries, and even mentorship dynamics. Fans of both characters know that Spider-Man often finds himself dealing with organized crime and vigilantes, a perfect narrative setup to intertwine with Daredevil's street-level struggles. With the MCU's trajectory increasingly focused on weaving together characters from different realms of its multiverse, including Netflix properties in its broader cinematic project, audience expectations are reaching new heights. The thrilling possibility of seeing Spider-Man interact with Matt Murdock opens doors to a variety of narrative directions, yet it also entails a careful balancing act of character integrity, tone, and storytelling depth. The showrunner's vision. During a recent interview, the showrunner of Daredevil, Born Again, shared their vision for the show, emphasizing the essential qualities that define Matt Murdock and why collaboration with Spider-Man could enhance rather than detract from its narrative. They remarked, Daredevil's essence lies in his gritty realism and the moral complexities he embodies. Spider-Man, while brighter, grapples with his own ethical dilemmas. Finding a narrative where both characters can coexist requires a delicate touch. This statement highlights the creator's understanding of both characters' unique identities. While Daredevil operates in the darker corners of Hell's Kitchen, tackling organized crime, Spider-Man's persona is infused with youthful optimism, humor, and a sense of responsibility that can provide an interesting contrast. Striking a balance between these tonal differences would not only allow for compelling storytelling, but also make each character's struggles resonate more deeply. The potential for meaningful interactions. If Spider-Man were to appear in Daredevil, Born Again, the potential for dynamic interactions is vast. The two heroes could find common ground while still facing their respective challenges. Perhaps a plotline focuses on their mutual interest in dismantling a crime syndicate that threatens both their territories. This could usher in moments of levity and conflict as they navigate their differences in ideology and approach to justice. One memorable aspect of their dynamic is their contrasting personalities. Daredevil's brooding intensity meeting Spider-Man's quippy humor could generate magnetic dialogue. For instance, a tense scene where Spider-Man is attempting to lighten the mood during a particularly dire confrontation could serve as comic relief, while simultaneously deepening Matt's character. This interplay would not only reward longtime fans with nostalgia, but also introduce newer audiences to the complexity of both heroes, bridging gaps in the narrative. Additionally, the show's exploration of themes like responsibility and sacrifice could be enhanced by Spider-Man's cameo. Both characters embody the weight of their powers, both struggle with how their actions impact the people around them. Their shared experiences could lead to powerful character development and emotional resonance. This engagement with responsibility could culminate in thought-provoking dialogue about what it means to protect one's city, a conversation ripe with philosophical undertones. Moreover, utilizing Spider-Man in a storyline involving Vine, possibly a new villain coordinating a conflict between the two superheroes, could add layers to their narratives. A common enemy could necessitate collaboration despite their differing methodologies, ultimately reinforcing the moral gray areas they navigate as vigilantes and speculations. With Spider-Man's immense popularity within the MCU and the fandom, expectations for his involvement in Daredevil, Born Again are soaring. Social media is abuzz with theories about potential plotlines, fan art depicting their partnership, and discussions about who could play a role in bringing this collaboration to life. That collective anticipation significantly amplifies the stakes for the showrunners, who are beholden not just to the canon they're adapting, but also to the vast web of fan sentiment. The showrunner acknowledged this excitement, stating, "We understand the love for both characters and the desire for them to intersect. Our goal is to maintain the integrity of their respective stories while also celebrating the universe they inhabit. If the opportunity presents itself, we will ensure it feels organic and meaningful." Challenges ahead. However, integrating a character as multifaceted as Spider-Man presents creative hurdles as well. The complexity of Marvel's licensing agreements, especially following the partnership between Sony and Marvel, can complicate matters. The showrunner hinted that any collaboration would hinge on scheduling agreements and narrative cohesion, emphasizing the need for a united creative vision. Maintaining the dark and mature tone of Daredevil, Born Again, while introducing a character who traditionally embodies a lighter, more exuberant vibe could pose challenges. It's essential for the writing team to navigate these tones carefully to ensure that neither character compromises their integrity. Conclusion: a bright future ahead. As fans eagerly await Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, the possibility of Spider-Man's appearance adds a tantalizing layer of anticipation and excitement. The showrunner's insights indicate a thoughtful approach that seeks to honor both characters while weaving them into an engaging narrative. Whether or not Spider-Man swings into Hell's Kitchen remains to be seen, but the impact of such a crossover would reverberate through the MCU. Combining Daredevil's gritty realism with Spider-Man's agile wit could result in a narrative that not only captivates audiences, but also deepens the moral complexities inherent in their stories. In a universe where every hero carries their burdens, a collaboration between these two could illuminate the shared weight of responsibility, all while packing a punch that no fan can resist. Whatever happens, the future looks bright for both heroes, their fans, and the expansive universe they inhabit.